Sex toys are life. Where's the lie? They're great not only for heightening your sexual relationships with your partner or partners, but even starting a relationship with yourself. You know, self-love and all that jazz. Why am I so funny today? They're a quick and convenient way to get off. They make you sexually independent, which is an amazing perk. Plus, they can prevent you from making some bad sex choices. I've personally never heard of anyone getting pregnant or an STI from a sex toy, unless... Actually, never mind. But what's the saying? Everything in moderation. Although they are pretty awesome, there are some side effects associated with vibrator overkill. So if this is something that you're struggling with or you want to know a little bit more about, listen up, folks. Here are 5 ways that vibrators can actually kill your vibe. Number 1, laziness. Vibrators are great, mainly because you don't really have to do anything. You just kind of turn them on and let them do all the work. But getting too accustomed to them can lead to laziness in the bedroom or getting physically tired when you have to put that work in. So to prevent this from happening, alternate between vibrators and manual play, or even switch up your position so that you can ride your vibe, or you can put that work in while you're getting your climax. You may come to find that orgasms are much more satisfying when you work for them. 2, threatening your partner. Some men really love watching their partner get pleasured by toys, but others, on the other hand, may feel threatened by the toys or feel that they're supposed to be threatened by toys. We all place a lot of value on our ability as lovers, and for some men, this is a large part of their identity and their ideas of masculinity. The idea of a battery-operated boyfriend that can satisfy their partner's needs quicker and more efficiently than them may lead some men to feel inadequate, causing some tension in the intimate areas of your life. I would advise talking to your partner about it. Set up a couple of ground rules. Maybe you can only use your vibrator with your partner, or maybe trade in your vibrator for something a little smaller, less powerful, less threatening. Or also check the description box for some sex positions that can be stimulating for you both. 3, dependency. This can become a bit of an issue if you feel like you can only climax with your vibrator. Reaching an orgasm is a 2-way process. It's not just physical stimulation, but it's also mental stimulation as well. Your mind plays a bigger role than you think in the circumstances in which you climax. If you put a kind of block on your mind and your pleasure to say that you can only climax when you've got a vibrator or when you're by yourself, this can make it difficult for you to reach climax with your partner or via penetration. So just bear that in mind. If this is something that you do struggle with, retrain your mind. Learn to associate your partner or your hands with pleasure as well as your vibrator. 4, desensitization. This to me is probably the biggest problem. There is some evidence to suggest that vibrator overkill can lead to desensitization. The powerful and intense pulsations can damage in the nerve endings in and around your clit. If used, frequently, what this would mean for you is that it would take longer and it would be harder to orgasm, usually leading to people getting more and more toys that are more and more powerful. So what I would suggest is weaning off your toy, either by only using the lower settings on your toy or swapping it for a non-vibrating toy, like a dildo, or reserving vibrating stuff for your nipples or your anus. Give your clit a bit of a break. Allow those nerve endings to heal. In the meantime, start getting more familiar with your hands and using heating lubes or tingling lubes that can help get the blood circulating to that area. It's not an overnight thing, but it's definitely worth it. You'll see a real difference. 5, it can get in the way of the relationship that you have with yourself. A lot of people place a lot of value on masturbation as a form of self-love and taking care of yourself and keeping a relationship with yourself. Some people use yoni eggs as a form of spiritual healing. This kind of mechanical invasion of the body kind of takes away from that relationship. So that is something to think about as well. As we know, I am very much about the toy game. I think it's one of them things you use responsibly. If you think I'm anti-toys and you do not know me and you don't know my channel, I'll be back next week with a new video. Subscribe, drop me a little message if you got anything cool to say. Thank you for watching. Bye.